Hi, it's Chad with Breaking Ben, and we're going to go over a song called Until the End, which I believe is our single out now. And I'll kind of rap on like how I came out with like all the different kind of fills and the grooves. Mainly, when the song was written, it has kind of, in my opinion, like a System of a Down vibe in the very beginning, and I didn't know where I wanted to take it, if I wanted to do your typical Iron Maiden gallop. But I was thinking of like a System of a Down, like a chop suey, something like abrupt. So Aaron was playing the riff, and you would hear so that's your beginning part, and I'll break it down. So you got the one, then you do so 2 kicks. So again, and it's a whip with the 2 kicks though. Or you could double with the right foot, single with the left, and get that. So again, and you mimic what the guitars are playing for the double kick part. I do that part with 1 pedal. You can do it with 2. It's whatever's easier for you. So that fill right there is your Swiss flam, which is flam, tap, tap. Again, slow. So you hit with your, if you're a lefty or a righty, I'm a righty, so I start with my left. Flam, tap, 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 tap. So that sets me up to go into that double bass part. So again. Okay, so that's another Swiss flam, and all the fills have that Swiss flam vibe, and we'll go over that, and I'll show you an exercise to kind of get into that groove. Now, then I come back and I do this hi-hat pattern in the verse, which is a very kind of groovy shuffle, Rosanna meets Babylon Sisters from Steely Dan. And when I wrote it, I wanted to have a shuffle feel. So I was thinking of Rosanna in the lines of like, but I didn't want to make it so crazy sounding. I just wanted it to blend in with the vocals. So you got that. Okay, so that's your verse sped up. Now breaking it down, playing the shuffle would be. And you're swinging the hi-hat part on it. And then putting ghost notes with the 2 and 4 on the accents. then when Ben's like, it's over. Well, I wanted to make that part kind of stand out and add to his vocal line. So what I did was I came up with this opening the hi-hat, coming with the floor tom and snare, opening the hi-hat, coming to the hi-hat and bell, then back and looping it and going back to the snare and floor tom, and going back to the bell, and ending with the snare with the Swiss flam. So. Okay, slow. And then the next part was basically taken from Fool in the Rain for me as doing the drum beat. When you hear Fool in the Rain, if people are not familiar with the song, it would go bum 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 ba da da, and the groove is bum 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 bum, which also had that shuffle feel for me, so it fit in perfect for that part. I would call your slash pre-chorus going into the chorus. So then we had that shuffle again. So now the bell thing that I do there is I hit twice here and I hit the bell once, so you get this. So you'd go Fool in the Rain, Swiss flam, part. Now it's a little bit different here. And I hit a crash, another crash, and hit a china. But I hit the crash, so it's crash. So I mute the first one, hit the crash by itself with the kick, and go into a china, and then go back into the verse. So again, back to the groove, alright? And then it's the same thing with the verse, looped, doing the open hi-hat to the snare and floor, to the bell, to just the snare, same thing, floor, bell, snare, back into the Fool in the Rain with the Swiss flam, back into the chorus of the shuffle.